Alright guys, finally got some time, some free time. I messed with the Blazer for a little bit, and let me show you. Let me get underneath here. I got the dry shaft unhooked already. Freaking sinuses are killing me. I'll show you what I was talking about with the backlash on this pinion. You see how much turn that's got? So you can hear it clunking it in and out, side to side. So she's definitely making noise. And so the dry shaft's hanging up. So drop the pan and see what we actually have back here. It's supposed to have 513 gears with a Detroit locker, so we will find out. And one thing I was actually wondering was when the dry shaft is installed, the slip yoke right here, when it's fully installed, or the slip shaft when it's fully installed into the yoke, I wonder if this has part to do with the damage, because it's there's not much playroom in there for it to go. Like when when the axle is going up and down, it's got plenty of room to come out when the axle is dropping, but it doesn't have much for to go this way. I think it's bottoming out. So if it bottoms out, then it's it's banging against the pinion, which may have something to do with all this. But we'll pop the cover off, see what we got on the inside. Now this was totally unexpected. Some of the bolts loose. What you see coming out of there is water. So this may not be good at all. This may be a little bit more expensive than what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to get some more of these bolts out and see what we find. Alright, see if we can get this scraper to crack her loose a little bit. Probably gonna end up with a heck of a mess. I cannot find a screwdriver. One-handed. You can see her, she's steady dripping. That's all water coming out, but you know how oil is, oil floats. So it very well could explain when I first brought it home, I had gear oil running out the driver's side axle. It's overfull of water pushing the gear oil down the tube, pressure forcing it out, would be my guess. Alright, a second, I'm going to find a screwdriver. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm getting a drip. Actually, I can't see the screen, so hopefully you guys can see that, but it's starting to get oil now. I need to get to him a heck of a time getting this cover to come loose. There it goes. Yeah, a little on the milky side. Hopefully it's full. Hopefully no parts come falling out. So far so good. So not as much water as I was expecting, thank goodness. The fluid, when I bought it, I mean, you gotta, how it is, you buy something used, you go off the person's word. I don't have much of a choice, but all the fluids in this were supposed to have been changed. Front diff, rear diff, transfer case, engine, the whole deal. So now I'm starting to wonder. Alrighty, she gets done draining, I'll get the cover off and we'll see what we got. Well, it's definitely got some sort of locker in it. You can see the springs on, you can see them on the inside there, the other side the same way. You can see them on it. And get the axles loose, slide them out and see if we can get the numbers are right on top. So we'll get the axles loose, spin the ring around and See what we got as far as gear wise. Now the one thing I did notice, which I thought was kind of odd, let's get here where you guys can see. Someone else might have a better idea of what's going on. Let me get this up here. Okay. You see the ring. Let me grab hold of the pinion. Now the pinion is on the opposite side, it's barely moving. Less than an inch. Now if I force it, it's spinning that much before it engages to the axles. So I don't know if that's normal or abnormal or what. So yeah, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's abnormal. It seems like an awful lot of play to me. But the pinion is definitely loose, so I don't know if the nuts just backed off or what. From where I could see up in there, I mean everything, I can tell everything looks good. I mean there's no metal on the bottom. If I can get you guys up in there, it's a tight fit. Let's see. As far as like the pinion bearing up in there, from what I can see of it, I don't know how well you can see it on camera. When I can see of it, it looks good and smooth. No bearings missing. No metal pieces down in it. You know, everything looks good. So I'm hoping for the best, but we'll get the axle slid out and see what we got. It looks like rust. I don't know, it's dirt, I guess, I don't know. But the numbers are like right up towards the top, so you slide the axles out, we'll see what we got for a gear ratio and go from there. Well, some quick math on the, you guys can't see, it's too small. Numbers on the ring gear, we come up with 456s. Close enough, I guess. So we got 456 gears. It's definitely got some sort of locker on it. I looked online and there's a couple different ones it could be. Had I think Detroit had a version of it, Yukon, Grizzly, you know, all that stuff, but doesn't matter. It's got a locker in it. 456 gears. And that clunking's what I'm worried about. One thing I love about the 14s, man, these full floaters, you get them axles out and it's, you know, easy to work on. So let me get around to the front and I'll show you a couple things. Alright, so now I can tell you or show you what I was telling you about the yoke. You can see, which a lot of you guys already know, you have it's got the little lip that sticks out right there to hold your U-joint cap in place. This side, it is gone. So that was the problem with the U-joint blowing out when they had it. I wish they'd realized that and replaced all this before I got it. So I'm wondering, I'm still wondering if the pinion nut, if the pinion itself is just loose. But I looked online, found a couple kits because the seal is leaking on it, the pinion seal. It needs a yoke, and this the kind I was wanting to go with is to get rid of the factory straps for the 14 bolt. Those are like one of the weakest links in the GM drivetrain for the 14 bolt, so I'm wanting to get rid of those and find definitely get a new yoke, but get the one that comes with you know, the older style where it just, you know, just slides in, you know, like U-bolt style, I guess is what it'd be. But I've looked online a little bit and there's some pretty decent kits out there that come with it. The one I was looking at came with was it the new pinion yoke, the nut, the seal, and the U-bolts, nuts, washers, everything for a little over $100. It wasn't no eBay junk. It was can't remember who the heck it was. It was some kind of special somebody had online. It was a Yukon or one of them actually. I don't know if it's still, yeah, I don't see it on here now. But I mean, you can go through like this one. You can go through eBay and get them cheap. But the problem you gotta definitely know for sure is apparently with the 14 bolt, which I never even thought about it until messing with my old truck, that old K20 we're working with when we was messing with it. Was I knew there was two different style 14s, but after messing with this one, apparently there's three different style 14 bolts. So you got to narrow down what year you have. This one is mid 80s down from what I can figure out with it, and so it'd make it a little cheaper. But with that water that's in the line, or was in the rear end, I'll probably redo the lines. It goes up as high as it's like it goes right above the tank, so I might take it up a little higher, maybe take it inside. I'm not much of a water person, so but you just never know when you're gonna dip into something. And then another guess is this shaft. I hate to have it shortened, but I'll get the yoke and everything replaced and then take a look at this and try to put it on a bind or something and see if that could be part of the problem with the pinion. And another thing to take a look at real quick, we're just going to do some odds and ends while I got it apart, figure out what I need to order. Definitely need to do, definitely going to flush that Atlas out, change the oil on it, and I just got to get on their website and see what kind of oil they recommend for it, and do the front pumpkin as well. And the transmission fluid and the oil look fine, so I'm not too concerned about them. Go ahead and take a look underneath the hood. These are one of the biggest things I cannot stand on a truck that you're using for off-road. Now if you have, I can understand having it if you got a pavement pounder, mall crawler, whatever you want to call them, but for a vehicle you're using off-road, especially something that's in a lot of mud, these insulation pieces for me are a big no-no. I mean, you can see, well, let me see if you can, well, yeah, you can see that's the center, that's just to the passenger side of the air cleaner. And these things, they get so saturated with water, mud, sand, all they do is rip apart, start sagging, and they're just a joke. I don't know why people, don't take those out. You see all that crap caked up in there? You see that on the camera? Look at that. That's just terrible. I mean, why in the world you wouldn't take this out to begin with? I mean, because it's an off-road truck. It serves totally no purpose for this truck to have that in there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Let me get up here and see if I can get the rest of it. Nice. Let me get out of there. Look at this. You know, it's not like Here, it's not like it's hard to take out. I mean, it's not like you're trying to save the tabs or anything. All it does is just sit up there and collect junk. Never understood. I mean, I've seen a lot of nice trucks that people put together. You know, at the mud bogs and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, they fight with that stuff. Come on, camera. Show you how clogged up this radiator is. Oh, maybe if I can get this thing out. There we go. Well, she definitely needs a good bath. Oh, let's see. You see in there, boy, oh boy. Wonder she wasn't overheating. I'm surprised to see that though. 350 Goodwrench motor. I mean, I know my old K5 is same motor, had 350 TBI, but it didn't have the Goodwrench sticker on it, so I don't know if that's someone replaced it at one point or not. I don't know. Never seen a factory one with that on it. But she's solid. This still has all the good stickers on it. If you can read upside down. Oh. Well, that'll about do it until we get some parts. Thanks for watching. If anybody has any tips on that rear end, give me an idea, something that might save me some bucks. And we get the parts. We'll get her together and see what happens. Thanks for watching.